tell me whenever it pops up. I just started streaming now.
Okay.
You see anything yet?
Not yet.
Refresh it because I just now showed that it went live.
Okay, it's live now.
You can see now.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I scroll my mouse wheel, I've got the main menu, which is the only menu, like, you know, that'll pop up. But then what I'm looking at here, I've spawned these three just to show you I've got all three of them. So, like, let's say this was, I wanted to be an explosive specialist, and I could do, you know, different symbols, like, for each one of them. But, so, like, if I equip Explosive Specialist 3, and I scroll my mouse wheel, nothing pops up. I've got to be at least 1 and 2 before I can equip 3. So nothing happens for me carrying that around. So if I put 3 back, and I pick up just 1, now when I scroll my mouse wheel, I've got the Explosive Specialist 1 menu, and if I click on that, now you can see it says like Explosive Specialist 1. I can remove IEDs or I can remove satchel charges. Okay, that would be, and it only takes up 1 slot like this. So I'm a tier 1 explosive specialist. So like let's say I wanted to do specialist 2. I could come in here. Oh, and I could get specialist 1 and specialist 2. So now I have, like if I click on this, this is a specialist 1, this one is specialist 2. So now my menu, it shows specialist 2. And I have to have at least 1 before I can get 2. So now I'm a specialist 2, and when I click on it, now you can see I can remove IEDs and satchel charges, which is what specialist 1 does. But then on 2, I can now remove anti-tank mines and place anti-tank mines. So it's giving me 2 more features because I'm running in tier 2. And then, oh, fucking thing minimized. And then if I get 3,
Ooh, how about this, Travis? There's 3 different tier, okay? You have to start from the tier 1, but every time that you want to get a new tier, you have to do a mission, get that tier, and it gives you an option whether you decide to upgrade into tier 2 or 3 by using skill point. You know what I'm saying?
No, not with
I mean, like, you can like find explosive specialists, but in order to use it and for it to permanently last in your inventory, you have to use skill point to upgrade it.
See, what I was looking at was like to like look at it like, let's go with option, let me just show you here. So like if you look at my inventory now, I've got 3 slots down here that's taken up. That would make me an explosive specialist. Okay, that so like let's say I wanted to be a combat specialist or a combat medic and explosives. So I've got medic that would take up 3, and I've got explosives that would take up 3. Or, which I don't have the medic one on here at the moment, let's say that I only wanted to do like tier 1 medic and say tier 1 something else, and tier 3 explosive, you know what I'm saying? I could do these 3 for explosive specialists, but then I could do tier 1s and I could cherry pick from some other things to try to customize. I couldn't do like a tier 3 single, but I could do like a tier 1 single, which is the first part of it. So if I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And what it does is this takes up versus it would be something like this. Like if I was to redo it another way, you would only have one single item here, and that one item would be tier 3. Like instead of it being like a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, you would just have one single item. So like let's say this was a medics thing. If it was a tier 3 medic thing, then you could see if it's only taking up one slot. Then you got all these other free slots. Everybody would be, until I created a whole bunch of things or something, everybody would be running as a combat medic, an explosive specialist, and you know what I'm saying, like they would just be advanced on all this stuff. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying like which way we want to go with the play. Do we want to make it where people can be more of a jack of all trades, or where people have to specialize in like 1 or 2 or 3 fields, something like that? Because I was saying with the 3 items, you definitely have to keep a GPS and a compass on your menu. So that will give you 4 empty slots to kind of change out with what you want. If you had 2 specialists, like let's say you geared out in 2 complete ones, then that would give you 4 empty slots. 1 is going to be for changing the stuff in and out your backpack, like your knife and things like that. So that takes up another 3, counting the GPS and stuff. Then you have 3 open ones, so you could actually skill all the way out on a 3rd one, or you could pick like a tier 1 from one and tier 1 from another, and a tier 2 1 from a different one as well. So you can start to customize your character a little more. And just to give you an idea, like I've got explosive specialist. Remember, I'm going to have like a paratrooper specialist, medic specialist, reconnaissance specialist, like all those things I was naming off the other day, artillery specialist. So you would have like each one of those would have 3 things that you would have to, like let's say for artillery, you would have to get 3 different things for you to be able to set up artillery somewhere and be able to launch off rounds or something like that. Something like that. That's if I do it something like that. But I'll stop the stream right there and give me a second.